Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bi-Weeks and Booze. Get your lineups ready and grab a drink.
What's up, guys? Sean here.
And Zach.
Welcome to Bi-Weeks and Booze, episode number 3. I'm pumped up, man.
Time's flying. It's already the third time we're doing this.
I know. We feel like fucking veterans now. Just kidding.
Guys, dude, we made 14 cents last week.
Dude, yeah, we all quit our jobs, so yeah, we're doing this full time.
We're rich.
And asking for money on the freeway. No, guys, welcome to the podcast. We're going to get into it pretty quick here. So, yeah, we had fun with our real first episode last week. Put it on Facebook. We got a Facebook group now. I got a Twitter now. We are on, how many? Five different podcast platforms. So if you are, wherever you're listening to us on, we are available on Anchor, who is our amazing host, Google Podcasts, Spotify, which is obviously the most popular, Breaker, and Radio Public. So yeah, any of those 5 right now we're available on. We're still trying to get onto iTunes.
It's taking a little time.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. All the good ones, it's tough.
I wonder if it's kind of like YouTube, where they kind of like review your podcast, and if you don't have enough subscribers, they don't put you on yet.
It's very possible. I mean, I could see it happening that way, but I mean, heck, I'm happy with what we got. Let's run with that, especially Spotify, man. So that's what I use that and Google Podcasts a lot. So, but yeah, check us out. Go to our Facebook page, like it, and let us know what you like. If you don't like certain segments or you don't like certain things we do, let us know. It's just me and Zach. You know, we're going to do the whole show based on what you guys enjoy. So feel free to give your comments and, all that kind of good stuff.
Any new suggestions, new segments, the more the merrier from you guys.
For sure. All right, man. So obviously it's Bi-Weeks and Booze. Zach, what are you drinking on this week?
I got Pizza Port Golden Ale. Let me just open this up for you guys. It's a little ASMR. Oh, yeah. Give me a little taste.
I just got a semi.
Not bad. Want to try each one?
Actually, I do. This is the Pizza Port
Golden Ale.
Grandview Golden Ale.
Pizza Port, they're out of Carlsbad, so they're more down the San Diego area.
Oh, it's a blonde ale. Yeah, that's delicious, man. Super easy drinking. What I've got in front of me here, I'm a little sentimental today. I apologize.
Some big news with this beer company right here.
I had to go. My buddy Sam Calzione, his beer. It's brewed by Dogfish Head out of Delaware. So Dogfish Head, if you guys are fans of beer, been watching the news, they merged with Sam Adams yesterday, which is a fucking monumental move. Dogfish Head has been one of the leading breweries in the country for probably the last 10 years, I'd say, when it comes to craft beer. They've led the way. You know, they started everything with the 90-minute ale, and he's had his own show. He's got another show on right now on YouTube he's been doing. The CEO is brilliant. I love the dude. And I don't know. How do you feel about this merger, man, honestly?
It's a big step for them. I think they need a little bit of help in distributing their beer. They have the brains behind making it. They just need help getting it out all across the world.
And yeah, and I think that's kind of what's working, and that's what's in place here. Is they have that kind of the logistics and stuff figured out as far as distribution and all that. And I think that's why they kind of got together, because Doghead has the beer, has the R&D and all that stuff. Sam Adams has the logistics. They know how to get it done, get it to you. So when you think about it, put them both together, yeah, it might be kind of dangerous, man. But either way, anybody that really likes Dogfish Head is kind of worried, because all of a sudden they're merged, and and they've already said that Sam, the CEO, is not going to be the CEO of the merged company.
Oh.
He's not. It's going to be the other dude. So I'm hoping for the best, man.
Same here. Hope it will as well.
So if you've never had Dogfish Head, go spend the money and go get their 90-minute. It is fucking fantastic. It's one of the best beers I've ever had. And, man, if you like craft beer, you're going to love it. I, unfortunately, couldn't find the 90-minute ale because I think everybody heard what happened and rushed out and bought it. So I've got the 60-minute IPA, which is good. It's a little bit more hoppier and kind of rough around the edges, but it's still delicious. The company knows what they're doing. So, excuse me, I'm hoping that works out for the best. But, yeah, that was kind of crazy to hear that, man. Nobody expected that shit.
I was shocked. I think his family took home like $170 million.
The shareholders took like $174 million.
And you know how many shares they got? Like over 400,000 shares in the company,
Yes.
and each share is worth a couple $100.
Oh yeah, easily.
So they're sitting. They have a pretty big pocket right now.
Fuck yeah, man. Dude, it's nuts. It's a big thing. So if you like beer, if you like craft beer,
I just
probably heard
hope
about it.
Sam Adams doesn't burn to the ground and like kind of bottom just so that they're not a competitor anymore. I don't know. I'm just afraid.
I can see them doing kind of absorbing their research and development and saying, hey, we need help with the flavors because you guys really have these really robust flavors and these crazy off the wall concoctions. Sam Adams doesn't really have that, man. They really stick to their gun. Cherry wheat.
It's all like
stuff,
lagers, Boston lagers,
beers.
summer. It's just all.
Yeah, it's pretty basic stuff when it comes to craft beer. So I think they're going to absorb that portion of Dogfish Head and hope it makes it a little bit more interesting. Let's hope for that. But anyways, we have all time to drink. Let's get into some fucking football.
Let's crack into this,
All right,
boys.
man. This week in fantasy, guys, a lot of shit going on this week, even though we're in the middle of off season. Let's talk a little bit about Mr. Doug Baldwin. Zach, what do you know about Doug?
Doug Baldwin just got released. Was it today or yesterday?
I
Today?
think it was today.
Released from the Seahawks.
Cut, gone. I mean, it's hard to say out loud. He was a wide receiver 1 for the last 4 seasons. And he doesn't have a team. So they were expecting Doug Baldwin, due to health issues, I think it was his knee, for the last couple weeks to possibly retire. And a lot of people was expecting him to kind of hang it up and go, just leave the Seahawks. I guess that never happened. So the Seahawks made the move and said, we got to move on. And they cut him. They also cut some other player. Not really fantasy relevant to my knowledge, but...
You want to know who it is?
The other player?
Yeah.
Who?
Cam Chancellor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Never mind. That is very fantasy relevant.
Big player.
Oh, shit. What are they doing? Was it injury related too?
Yeah. Because he was injured all last year too, so I think that's why they're just injury prone.
I mean, let's take a fucking look at Doug here. So Doug hasn't had a great season since probably I'd say 2015, 16. So he played all 16 games the last 5 seasons. Target wise, he averaged over 100 from 15 to 17. Yardage, he was over 1,000 in 15 and 16. Yards per reception was his highest. 15 was his best year by far. He had 14 fucking touchdowns that year. 80-yard long pass. Catch percentage was 75.7%, man.
So 3 out of the 4 times he's catching the ball.
Yeah, that's
But look at his
nuts.
average. It's floating around like 70% is his catching percentage, which is really good.
Yeah, but what's even more impressive is it's almost 13.7 a play. So he's getting almost 14-yard passes every play and catching them 3 out of 4 times.
It's crazy.
So the dude, and he's not huge. He's not a big dude. Does it say his height?
What I'm surprised is that he was hurt
5'10".
He was hurt last year, but he still played 13 games last year. I thought he played less than that. So
yeah, I think they might account that by him actually being on the roster and not actually playing. I could be wrong though. But
yeah, I don't know how that works.
I mean, what do you see? What do you see from Doug Baldwin, man?
I hope he finds another team, but if his injury is as bad as it is, then I think he just should hang him up and avoid hurting himself even more.
Well, of course, yeah. You don't want to ruin anything for the rest of your life, but I mean, this guy. I mean, he's 30. He's 30 years old.
He still has what, maybe a good 5 years left.
I mean, for his condition, I would say so. Yeah. I would love him. I would love to see him take the year off, really get better, and then start putting videos out. Hey, look at me, like Dez does. Hey, I'm training. I'm in shape, guys, and then get back because I love watching the guy play. So, I mean, best of luck to Mr. Baldwin, but shit. Now we got to look at the wide receiving core. What do we got?
Tyler Lockett, and you have the rest of that's his rookies.
Yeah, a lot of new. Is it DJ Moore?
It is his name. I have it up right
here.
No,
DJ Moore's Panthers. This
David
is
Moore.
David Moore.
You have David Moore and DK Metcalf, who are both rookies.
So Metcalf's obviously going to be on the outside. Lockett's going to be a slot. Moore will probably be on the other side as well. So I mean that's not bad, especially Russell getting the biggest contract recently.
Yeah,
this could be interesting. You might see some new names in Seattle racking up some massive points. That's pretty crazy. But speaking of Seahawks, another rumor that's going around right now, Mr. Dez Bryant. So if you guys haven't seen Dez Bryant's workout video from, I think it was last week, running routes on the field. He fell once, but shit, dude, this guy tore his Achilles not even a year ago. And he's the same age as Baldwin. But the rumors are starting to come out now that the Seahawks are going to go after him to get a veteran presence in the locker room. What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I've always seen Dez as a problem child. He's always brought a lot of drama to the team, and I remember when the Cowboys kind of like a little crybaby.
Yeah.
So I'm just afraid that him coming might do more bad than good. But
see, I totally disagree with that, and I know I'm a little biased. I'm from Oklahoma State. He was there when I went to school. Watched him play every week. Dez is a little bit of a prima donna. He was especially when he first started in the NFL. He was kind of a problem. It wasn't great for the locker room, but I think he overcame a lot of that, and he's not really that anymore. But the problem is he's kind of past his prime, and after an Achilles injury, man, I don't know if anybody's going to take a chance on him. As far as Seattle goes, I don't think it's smart to do it. Yeah. I love Dez, and I wish him the best, and I hope he gets signed, but I don't think Seattle's the right place for him. I think anytime you got a group of rookies that are around some young talent like David Moore and Tyler Lockett, you let them run. You let them create that standard and that tempo in the locker room, because I feel like if you throw a veteran in there, I don't think he's got enough leadership potential to really put him on his back, and I think it would do more damage. I think Dez is ready to get back in the game. I think I'd love to see him get signed. I just don't think the Seahawks are the right team.
What do you think is the right team for him?
Ooh, that's tough, man. Honestly, I think a team like Tennessee Titans, who have got like Corey Davis, and they've really ain't got much else outside of that. Give him a chance to kind of draw that coverage away, because they're either going to go after Dez or they're going to go after Corey. But if you just have Corey Davis, he's stuck.
Maybe the Dolphins.
Dolphins might be a good option. They need somebody. Whoever needs to get him needs somebody on the outside, and the Dolphins do.
All they have is Kenny Stills, really?
Yeah, he's mostly a slot guy. He's going to go deep, but they've got to find somebody willing to take a chance, man. Yeah. Because how long did it take him to get signed last year?
Well, towards the end of the season, right?
Yeah. Do you think he'll be signed by the time we do our draft?
I don't think so. I think he'll probably get picked up maybe midway in the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Hopefully, wishing the best for the guy. But moving on to our next little bit of news from this week, Mr. Kyle Rudolph. So Mr. Kyle Rudolph today kind of learned that there's not a spot in Minnesota for him unless he's willing to take $800,000, which I don't think that's going to happen.
So what, 800? That's what they want to offer him?
That's what they have left on their cap space. After their rookie signings, everybody looked and said, "What the fuck, Minnesota? You cannot afford Kyle Rudolph with $800,000. He's in an $8 million contract."
It says right here on CBS in Boston that Rudolph is owed $7.5 million.
So they haven't even paid it yet.
Yeah.
Shit. So he's gone. He is out of Minnesota. They're expecting a trade. Where would you like to see him first? Any spots jump out?
I think we need a tight end.
I mean, it's hard to think because it depends on what kind of schemes you run. Do you need a blocking tight end? Do you need a pass-catching tight end? He can do both.
Yeah, he could do both. Texans, maybe?
Yeah, they've kind of had some young guys. What is it, the Griffin dude?
Yeah, is it Robert Griffin? Or
I don't think it's Robert. It's
something Griffin.
Yeah. And you know the number one place that everybody's thinking, who just lost a tight end?
The Patriots.
The fucking Patriots. If Kyle Rudolph goes to the Patriots, we're all fucked. Bend over. I'm serious. Kyle Rudolph is an underrated tight end. Minnesota decided to involve him really sporadically in the passing game. You give him to the Patriots, and they will make him a weapon. Mm-hmm. And, that was going to be fucking scary. So
yeah, because in the draft, the Vikings did sign a tight end. So it's kind of like, tells you like, we're looking for the future. We don't
want to save some money. Yeah. So, I mean, if he goes to the Patriots, dude, that's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. I think he'll be a top 10 tight end at the Patriots. Yeah. He's not going to be a Dwayne Allen who...
Well, top 10, and if he does well, he might end up in top 5 by the end of the season.
Very possible. Yeah. I mean, the volatility with those top 10 tight ends is crazy. You go 1, 2, 3, and then after that, there's a huge drop-off.
Yeah, for top 3, like those other guys, they're hit or miss.
Yeah, so I think that opens it up a lot for him. So I wish him luck. I'd love to see him at the Patriots. I think that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Gotta be a little scared.
He get a lot of work as much as how Gronk did.
Fuck yeah, man.
But you were just telling me before we started the podcast that they signed Benjamin Watson.
I think they did. Let's double check that.
We don't know Benjamin Watson. He's played for the Ravens and also he's played for the
he's signed.
Saints. Oh, he did sign?
They signed all 7 draft selections and they signed Ben Watson. So,
and he's still a good tight end for them too. So
he's very good. Yeah, that's going to be dangerous.
He might be a guy where if you don't have a tight end late in the rounds, you might be able to swoop up on him.
So if we take a look at Rudolph's stats here for a second, so look at he's played last 4 seasons. He's played every game. 2016 seems to be his big season. He was averaging 10 yards a catch. He had almost 1,000 yards.
But look, though, he's still averaging 10 yards a catch.
Yeah, so that's the question is, Zimmerman, what the fuck? Why are we not using him? If he's averaging this much, 9.3, 9.9, and targets, 81, 82, what the fuck, man? I don't know. I've always thought he's a little bit underused. Mm-hmm. So, but damn, I don't want to send him to the Patriots. Fuck, they don't need him. But shit, you know how it goes, man. All right, on to our next guy. So last piece of news for this week, Mr. Telvin Smith. So Telvin Smith has been a top 10, 15 IDP, which is individual defensive player, for about the last 4 to 5 seasons. I think he's played 4. Is it 4? No, he's played 5. So he's been up there. The dude is good. Out of Florida State. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm watching the news. I haven't heard anything about it. And I see a little tweet that comes by about Telvin Smith talking to a reporter saying, yeah, I'm not playing next season. And everybody's shocked. And then an hour later, they obviously get to his coach. And the coach is like, what? Okay, we're going to have to talk to him and figure out what's going on. He just stopped. He just decided to not play. How often do you see this?
Very rare.
I mean, he's a professional football player, and he's like, I'm not going to play.
Usually if people say they don't play, it's because of contract issues. But I think his issue is it's mentally or physically something's going on that we don't know about. He
did mention a little bit of personal life, getting his like shit together type, mentality or attitude. So it could be family problems. It could be this kind of stuff. But, man, you don't find a player of this caliber just going to set out.
Yeah.
Especially Jacksonville's defense wasn't great last year, but the year before they were.
Yeah, they're like top 3? They're up there.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know what he's capable of doing. So I just want to know more what's going on. But it sounds like it's some kind of mental issue or a family thing or just a personal thing. And that's all he's got to say is, like, man, I need time to get my family life together and, let him do it. So.
Yeah, what's crazy right here is I read online, he's had more solo tackles than any player since he's entered the NFL.
Not surprised, man.
At 445 tackles.
And every IDP league I've almost ever been in, except for last season, he goes undrafted. It's one of those things because he's not a sexy pick. He's not fucking J.J. Watt or, so-and-so.
Keekly.
Exactly. So he'll set on the wire until about 4 weeks in when they realize, holy fuck, this dude's putting up 15 a week.
Yeah, it's like consistently.
Yeah. I know Patrick drafted him last year in the FFL, and I was like, you son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, but all we can do is pray for the guy and hope everything's well, and hopefully he changes. He still has a couple months left to come back in this year.
Yeah.
So it's
even
not
if he does take this year off, man, he's under contract. He's good.
This is quite early, but
yeah. Well, I mean, good luck, buddy. Get it figured out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's talk about what do you know about this dude, Daniel Jones, man? Let's talk about fucking Daniel Jones, Mr. Milk Money. What's going on with him?
What a joke.
I've been looking forward to this segment because I'm like, dude, Daniel fucking Jones. Because I've heard the stats, I've heard the bullshit talk. I saw the Giants fan crying and breaking their fucking TVs after the draft. I haven't had a chance to really dig into this recruit to see, is he as bad as they say he is? So the first thing I do is have you watched any of the videos of them after he got drafted and shit? Like,
no,
the Giants fans breaking TVs, they're throwing shit. It's embarrassing, and they obviously know it's a bad pick. So, okay, I said, let's do some homework. So we start digging into some stats. So anytime somebody comes out of college, I want to know how they did against the field last year. So if he's the overall number 6 pick in the draft, the first QB taken, actually second, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But he's the 6th pick in the draft. He's got to be good. He had to have had a decent season or stats somewhere. So I pull up his stats, and I go by QB rating, the rating off the bat. Take a guess. Just take a guess. The number 6 overall pick. What do you think his rating was last year as far as ranked, Rice?
and if I haven't seen the list yet, if you're number 2 quarterback, you should be at least top 5 in
top 5, maybe top 10.
Yeah, and
Maybe you're on a really shitty team in a bad conference and
Yeah.
you're like top 20, but you still have flashes. 65. 65. He is ranked 65 in QB rating, right below Joe Burrow from LSU, who I just learned his name 5 minutes ago. Dude, who the fuck are these people? So let's read some names above him. Terry Wilson. What teams he play for, Zach?
Kentucky.
He does. Let's see if, don't look at it. Let's see if you can figure this out. Caleb Evans, where does he play? You heard of him?
Nope.
Anthony Brown.
Nope.
Kellen Mond.
Nope.
He sounds white. Ty Ganji.
Never heard of him.
Exactly. Tyler Wiegers.
Never heard of him.
I bet he had a big allowance growing up.
He had that type of name.
65, man. What the fuck? So this dude, 65 over. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so let's take the passer rating aside. Let's see. Let's yardage. How do you do on yardage, Sean? Top 20?
Top 50?
How about 40 fucking 9? Right above JT Daniels from USC. And right below Bryce Perkins from Virginia.
That's just crazy. Go up. Let's go up and see.
So from Georgia, he's going to be a top 10 draft pick next season. He was 43. Jarrett Stidham, who got drafted this year, I believe. I mean, you start to see names that you understand. Sam Ehlinger out of Texas, Drew Lock out of Missouri. You see all these names as you get to the top. Dwayne Haskins, best overall. Washington State's quarterback Gardner Minshew, which I think I heard his name actually mentioned a few times. And then Kyler Murray, and then my boy, Taylor Corney from OSU. And then Tua from Alabama. That's your top 5 right there, man.
Well, it's on yardage. Go off of their...
So if he didn't win yardage, he didn't win passer rating. Okay, what did he win on?
Anything?
Maybe he won on touchdowns. Let's take a look.
38.
30 fucking 8. Nathan Rourke from Ohio, not Ohio State, the Green Cougar Ohio team, beat him. Daniel, what the fuck, man? Where is this guy? I don't get it.
Did he have a good draft? Like his camp? Was it?
It was forgettable. Middle of the pack.
Is there something we're missing? I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to get to. So I did decide to pull his highlights up from his senior season, and watching him throw on highlights is pretty good because first off, it's his fucking highlights. Every play is good. It seems like he's pretty accurate. He's got a decent arm. He didn't have a great line at Duke. He looked good, eyeball test. But I could pull up the top 80 guys from this list we're looking at, and they would have good highlight reels.
Yeah. Because
that's what a highlight reel is. So I still don't understand what the fuck sets him apart. How about interceptions? He is 44 on the list on interceptions with 9 for the season, which it's not great, but it's not horrible. 6 overall pick. You're telling me you throw a pick almost every game?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Let's look at rushing. Hey, maybe Daniel Jones can run.
Yeah, can you run?
So let's see how many yards he had rushing.
34.
He was 34 overall with rushing with 300 total yards. Touchdowns? 3. He fell to 49 on the list.
Jeez.
So if I told you that the New York Giants, who are in desperate need of a replacement for Eli Manning, go after a guy that can't crack the top 35 in any major category from last season. How scared are you as a Giants fan?
Super scared.
I'm fucking livid.
I don't know why they passed up on Dwayne Haskins.
They're stupid. They are absolutely stupid. I hope they see something we don't, and I hope they're like, yeah, fuck you guys. We saw it, you didn't. Haha. And it works out. I don't think it's going to happen, dude.
The odds are not in their favor.
Fuck no. So Duke's offense, if this is the guy he's the captain of the offense, Duke's offense last year, guess where they ranked?
I don't know, where they rank?
64. Total best offense in the league.
But think about it that way. 64 overall, he's fifth so his rating matches what his team's doing. He's super high up there.
Yeah. It's garbage, man.
But I have a theory why they drafted him.
I want to know. Oh, I think I
because
know where you're
he's
going.
Eli Manning's lookalike for a movie.
Somebody said that. This motherfucker couldn't even play Eli in a movie. So when I look at Daniel Jones, man, I'm like, he's the whitest of white dudes around. This guy, I'm sure he had a nice upbringing, had a nice little family where they had dinner each night and dessert, and he's just so easy to make fun of. It's hard to, like, there's nothing there that I'm like, oh, this is the saving grace. This is what's going to make him good. What is going to make him good? If the eyeball test is even just like, yeah, he's okay. Why the fuck do we take him 6th overall? I'm not a Giants fan, and I understand what's going on. Yeah. I'm sure Eric is like, fuck this, man.
I'm pissed too. I'm not even a Giants. It just sucks. Like, you had a quarterback. You had Dwayne Haskins right in front of you, and you didn't want to take him.
I mean, how many other quarterbacks like Drew Lock? Didn't he fall to like the 3rd round?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, that's bullshit, man. I hope we're wrong, and I hope
I hope
whatever the GM's name is just like laughing in my face in a couple months. Exactly. And they went as far to fucking say that he might start week 1.
Oh man,
that came out this week, dude. Now I'm getting fucking riled up. They had the nerve, man. This dude, Jesus, probably playing tennis in his off time or Quidditch or some fucking game.
Quidditch? Did you just say Quidditch?
Quidditch or some shit? Cribbage is what I meant.
Cribbage. Quidditch, like Harry Potter.
No, that's a possibility. He looks like a fucking nerd. I was cribbage or some fancy game or water polo or something in his
gin
spare
rummy
times.
Or freaking.
I'm sure he went to private school.
Private school?
Where is he from? Let's click his name. I wonder if he's so low on the list they don't even have a profile. He is from... He's 6'5", 220. I didn't know he's that tall, first off. So, I mean, there's that.
Nothing. There's no information on him.
Not even a fucking picture. That's how much faith they had in Daniel Jones. Let's... we're going to look at his Wikipedia.
Bio.
He's got to have a Wikipedia by now.
Is this Charlotte? North Carolina.
North Carolina. Right.
Charlotte Latin School? Is that a private school?
Charlotte Latin? Dude, that's gotta be. Is an independent, yes, independent means private, coeducational day school located in Charlotte, North Carolina. The school was founded in 1970 and serves about 1,400 white students. I mean, just students, but we all know they're
kindergarten through 12th grade. You're at that school all your life.
Wow. And it's jointly accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges. It definitely sounds like a private one if it's not.
It probably is.
Independent. They're the Hawks. Yeah, it's private. Definitely says right there. So, yeah, I mean, what you think is real. So a little private school kid went. Dude, his stats fucking blow. And he redshirted. If you look at his face, he looks like the kind of face that takes a good punch.
Just a face you want to punch.
Because, man, he is going to get raped in New York. If he starts week 1 and blows it, dude, he better stay inside.
Lock your doors, boy.
I'm serious, man.
Let's just. I think we've talked too much about.
I know.
I think we're giving him too much attention.
That's true, but I got to show you this though. So another reason he was in the news this week. Have you had the chance to watch Daniel Jones drop dimes? I just
watched it and I am crying.
He drops dimes, man. So let's screwed up, sorry. We'll take a look at this. So this was posted on Twitter on May 4th. Daniel Jones out here dropping dimes. So the first 3 to 4 passes are check downs to the fullback, to the running back. And even every other pass he does, they're all close-up shots. You don't know how far they are. It's pathetic. This is the kind of video work you would see from a spring game in college from the third-string QB who just learned how to throw a spiral. And they just put it on Twitter and acted like, oh, he's the guy. This looks like a fucking yogurt commercial, man. Okay.
Scroll down. Look at the what's the comments say?
This first one's off. The first one, Mr. Matt Kim 18 on Twitter. How'd this guy fall to 6?
I have no idea.
Oh shit, that's funny, dude. Gettleman, Dave Gettleman. That's who it is. Jeez. Some people are like on the board like this guy, Johnny Lucas. Doesn't mean you have to hate the kid. Let him play. No one knows anything. You got to let the picks play before making a decision. And then one dude's like, this is the fucking worst hype video for a roomy QB.
Look at the one, the Allen Iverson gif talking about practice.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Giants hyping up practice. Ain't talking about practice.
Not a game, but practice.
Oh my God. Some guy's a what size gold jacket? Oh, this is gold, man. This is good. This is good stuff.
Look at, man, Daniel Jones tore it up today.
Dude, out here throwing swing passes, dropping silver dollars.
Oh, man.
Shit. Okay, we're done, Daniel. Daniel, good luck. You got a rough fucking road ahead of you.
For the first preseason, I think the preseason, we need to watch it and see what he does.
That's the one part I forgot to tell you. The best part about this is Daniel Jones was ranked, 49? Or no, 65. 65 is the best passer rating. The guy that was 3 spots below him, played on the 2018 Georgia State Panthers. 3 spots below him. Guess what their fucking record was?
What'd they go?
2-10. And he had a 1 percentage point off of what Daniel Jones had. The Georgia State Panthers, 2-10, 1-7 in conference. 105th best offense in the league.
Heck yeah.
6th overall. I can't fucking talk about it anymore. We're done.
We're done.
All right. So we're moving on now. All right. So this is a new little segment that we thought of. It might kind of give us a little break from some football. If you guys have ever heard of Urban Dictionary, I fucking love it. It's got some of the most ridiculous shit on it. I was like, man, if we can go on there and just look at the top trending on the front of the webpage, and then we can go over and read some of the funny shit that we see. So we're looking at the top 30 Urban Dictionary terms trending for May 10th, 2019. So see if you see any that stick out. Immediately, number 1 sticks out.
Asian six-pack. Jeez.
All right, Zach, I'm going to let you read this one. Tell me, what is an Asian six-pack?
Okay, guys, if you guys don't know, an Asian six-pack is a high school term that refers to the selection of 3 science courses such as physics, chemistry, biology in each one's junior and senior year. Or it could also be the 3 aforementioned sciences and 3 higher mathematic courses. Is there a sentence right there or no?
I don't know. I'm just laughing.
I'm taking English, history, and the Asian six-pack.
I love these fucking using this sentence. These fucking things.
Go back. I saw.
All right.
Was it 1437? What the hell is that? Number 25.
Number 25. Okay, 1437. This stands for "I love you forever." That's what it means, man.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Never mind then.
Okay, I want to look at
Ligma. Go to Ligma.
Where's that?
You know what Ligma is? Number 4.
Number 4, huh?
You read it.
A ligma is a rare disease that usually Fortnite streamers carry. This disease was believed to take the life of the famous streamer Ninja. Using the sentence, "Hey dude, why isn't Ninja streaming right now?" "I don't know, dude. Probably died of ligma." That sucks. Anyway, you want to play duo?
You haven't heard like the name? I always get people this joke.
Oh shit! It's a part of it's loose internal gene massintitis. What the fuck is that?
We never heard this joke.
I've never heard.
You know, but like people, I've gone to people a couple of times. Like, "Hey, are you getting sick? You have a ligma. What's ligma?" "Ligma dick."
Oh, that's what you were hoping.
Yeah.
Ligma.
I was hoping like ligma.
Yeah, it's Fortnite something and one or the other. Let's see, what else do I got? What stands out? Pony ride. Nah, I probably know where that's at.
What's spoo drag? Oh, I already know what that is.
So I think we know what a spooge drag is. Ball gazing game. What's this? Ball gazing game is a game based on ball gazing. To represent a ball, take your index finger and thumb and make a circle. Hold it below your waist. Now get another person to look at it. Oh, that's not the fucking name of that.
I know you just show them and then you just punch them if they look at it.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be funnier than that. Nah, moving on. What's grease?
Grease.
It's like grease with a Z.
Grease is a food that is ridiculously good and widely celebrated by all who enjoy it. Can also be used in a adjective to describe the food. In a sentence, this Chinese buffet we ate was a straight grease.
There's a third definition. When you are about to have sex with either a male or female, which can be a close friend, your daily fuck friend, or just a random person. John, are you going to grease Kathy tonight? That is a first. I didn't know that was a thing. Let's do one more.
One more. Which no.
Do we want to click on number 30?
No. Piss play.
Piss play.
It's like a golden shower.
It's got to be, man. Piss play is when a group of friends take out their penis or vagina and try to aim for each other's mouths with their urine.
Man.
It sounds disgusting, but it's a damn good time, usually resulting in sex. Take off your pants and let us piss play with each other and then have filthy, raunchy sex. All right, that is all we've got for Urban Dictionary today.
Sean, I think I'm a little thick.
Jeez, dude, that's pretty raunchy. Dude, but I used to love Urban Dictionary. I would look at that shit all the time for random stuff. I even looked up Daniel Jones on it earlier, and there's some messed up stuff on there.
Oh, no. Urban Dictionary, your name.
Have you done that?
Let's do that.
Let's do that. I'll just close it out.
There's some funny stuff if you do your name.
All right, so we'll look up mine and Zach's. So Sean is the quietest extrovert you'll ever meet until you get him in his element. He's extremely loyal and will often make sacrifices for others. He's a very handsome brunette that likes a heavy stubble on their face. Very usually smart, but hate being stuck behind a desk. Okay. Very attractive person that will take the time to get to know you. Is a very caring. So it's all good stuff. This isn't funny. A god among men, the type of person you always want to have around. There's perfect, and then there's Sean.
Wow, I want to be like Sean.
Jesus, man. I thought these were supposed to be funny.
I heard some of them are funny.
So let's see Zach.
Let's read mine. Zach.
A guy unlike... you go ahead.
Zach, a guy unlike the rest. He often comes off strong and fearless, with sometimes pushes people away, but if you really get to know Zach, you will soon learn that he has the softest, most genuine heart you will ever find. Dude, I sound freaking sexy. Go down and see if there's anything else. It's my first name. All of us think we're an idiot with everyone disagrees with. Some are skaters, some are preps, and some losers.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Perfect in every aspect. Amazingly talented and athletic beyond belief.
You need to read this one. Number 4. This is Zach right here. Read that.
Sean, you can read it.
Zach, a guy with a huge, massive cock that will leave a girl in a wheelchair, and they spelled fucking wheel wrong. Chair the next day. Okay, we're done with this, man. If you can't spell fucking wheel right, dude. Jesus.
Oh, man.
All right, so what we're going to do next is I'm in need of a beer. I'm going to go grab a beer. Do you need one?
Yeah.
I'm going to get us both beers.
We'll
but first,
right back.
I'm going to get Zach hooked up on this fucking NFL quiz. So I found a quiz online that was pretty legit. It's off skysports.com. It's basically asking how well do you remember 2018, the NFL season. I went through it. There's 18 questions. So I did it earlier and kind of at first I didn't take it super serious. So I did miss a few extra, but I only got 10 right. It's a little tricky. And the way it words it, you got to be careful. Yeah, so we'll get you going. I'm going to crack open my next beer. So actually, I think you're about ready for a new beer too. What are you drinking on next?
So I got Victory Sour Monkey.
Ooh, yeah. It is a sour?
Yeah, this sour... Bread and whatever the hell it is, triple tasteful. I don't know. I'm just gonna crack into it and just give it a little taster-oo.
While you do that, I'm gonna put you on Snapchat and send it to some of my buddies. So yeah, I'm Snapchatting right now.
That's good.
This is Zach drinking his fucking beer.
We live on the podcast.
This is the sour.
Sour Monkey.
Nice.
Let's get it.
What's up, dude? So yeah, I'm Snapchatting right now, guys. Just networking. Don't bother me. Put it on my story.
Don't bother me.
Done.
I'm drinking.
Exactly.
This one's pretty good.
Let me try. I'm not a big sour fan, but
it's not too sour. It's like pretty. It's pretty good.
Ooh, that is kind of sour, man.
I like
the flavor's good. I like the flavor. All right, so Zach brought me a beer, a Victory Twisted Monkey. It's a Belgian style blonde ale, 5.8. It's got mango in it.
That one sounds pretty good.
Here we go.
Oh, that end, that little pop.
Okay. It's got a little bit of rye in it. I'm not crazy about rye, but it's got a sweet finish.
Not feeling it?
I like it. It's got a lot of rye, more rye than I expected, and I've never been crazy about rye. You know what flavor I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
Not a fan.
I've never been a fan of that really deep, rich rye flavor, and it overpowers the mango.
I'll stick with my sour.
So I'm gonna chug on it a bit, and then I might have to crack open Mr. Melvin over here. I don't know. So Melvin IPA looks like it was made in Utah, Wyoming? Oh yeah, it was brewed in Alpine, Wyoming. And my father's name is Melvin, and we've always kind of given him shit because Melvin is a fucking horrible name to have. It's not his fault. But as soon as I saw the can, I sent it to all my brothers and sisters and family.
It's funny.
And shit, I can't wait to crack this Melvin. So, but yeah, let's get on to this quiz, man. This is pretty fun. I thought this was a good time.
I'm a little nervous because I'm probably gonna do really shitty right now.
You're fine. Can you reach the mouse from here?
Yeah.
Or do you just want me to control and you just say the answer?
Control and I'll just read it.
Perfect.
Before I go, what do you think I'm gonna get?
I think you'll do better than I will because you kind of know it's a twist. I think you'll get 12 out of 18.
I'm saying I'm gonna get 8 out of 18.
All right, here we go. So it starts off easy. Easy one first. Who won the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
Patriots won.
Okay, next question.
That's one, guys. That's one.
He's got one. Who took over as the highest paid defensive player in NFL history before the season, signing a 6-year, $141 million contract the day after $135 million contract deal was signed?
Wait, so he signed a deal and then he got...
So a day before he signed his deal, a guy signed for a deal before him the day before, and it broke the record. And then he went the next day, he broke it and broke that dude's record.
Oh, damn.
I know, this one's tricky.
So two guys who are... I'm thinking either J.J. Watt or Khalil Mack just because... But I don't know.
Who is it?
I'm going Khalil Mack.
Right, got it.
Yes.
So
was it those two or no?
it was him and Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald
okay.
got signed, and then Khalil got traded and got his new deal the next day. Which defender had the most sacks in the NFL this season? J.J. Watt, Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, or Danielle Hunter?
I don't think J.J. Watt had the most sacks this year. I'm going to take that off the board.
Okay.
I have no idea who Chris Jones is. Never heard of him.
Chris Jones broke a record this year for the most sacks in a row in a season on the Chiefs.
And then where's Danielle Hunter from? I don't know.
Not even sure.
I am going with Aaron Donald.
I think it's right. Got it.
Oh, yeah. I wish I told you like a little thing, like the stat behind it.
All right. Which first-year head coach had the best record this season? Frank Reich, Matt Nagy, Anthony Lynn, or Mike Vrabel?
So out of the three, I'm going with the one that made the playoffs. Is that a good guess or no?
That's which one you mean? The Chargers?
Yeah.
That was my guess too.
Yeah.
And it's wrong.
Dang.
It's Matt Nagy.
The Bears make the playoffs though? Well, it just depends. It could depend what your.
But I think Anthony Lynn wasn't on there.
Their record could be better, but the division you're in could be even more better. So that's why
Well, Anthony Lynn wasn't on there because it wasn't. He's not his first year. It's his second year.
Why would they put him on there then?
I think just to fuck with you.
That's
what I'm
bullshit.
saying.
That's bullshit.
All right, next question. Which
Sky
rookie?
Sports, you piece of shit.
Which rookie quarterback had the best winning percentage as a starter this season? Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, or Sam Darnold?
Now, this is a trick question, too, because how many games did they play?
Exactly. It's winning percentage as a starter. So it's percentage, it's not games.
I'm taking Josh Allen off the board.
Okay.
I'm taking Sam Arnold off the board.
Okay.
This is Baker Mayfield, Lamar. I'm going Lamar Jackson.
You're right, because that's exactly what I picked.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play that many games, but he won
the games
every
he
game.
played, yeah.
All right, next question. Which team had the NFL's best passing attack yards per game?
I think it's the Rams.
It's out of the Rams,
It's
the
Rams or the
Steelers,
Steelers,
the
because
Buccaneers, or the Chiefs.
I saw on no, it might be the Steelers. Because when I was looking up quarterback rankings, I know Jared Goff and Ben Roethlisberger, they had the most yardage.
Okay.
So I am going with... Oh, shite. I'm going with Steelers.
All right, Steelers. Wrong. It was the Bucks.
Oh, damn.
From Fitzpatrick, dude.
Oh, jeez.
So that's what fucking put him in that. All right, next question is, which player led the NFL in passing yards, which you just fucking said?
Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger, which is absolutely
I think
right.
like 5,000 or almost, I think.
All right. Which player threw the most touchdown passes for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this season?
Oh, that's a trick question, too. Freaking bullshit. Either Jameis Winston
Or Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, I don't know what should I do. I'm going to go with Fitzpatrick, but it's probably wrong.
Wrong. I did
should,
the same thing, man.
I show in my gut.
All right, so you should know this one. Who caught the pass from Drew Brees when he broke the NFL's all-time passing yards record in Week 5?
Ted Ginn?
Wrong. Traquan Smith, man.
Oh.
We talked about him last week a lot. All right. I actually remember the play because I remember telling myself that rookie, Traquan Smith, is going to remember that forever. All right, so who scored the longest touchdown in the International Series game at the Wembley this season?
I don't know.
I actually got this one right.
Oh, my God.
Because think about it. I think the only reason I remembered it is because London. That's what they're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I remember big plays from this guy in London.
Oh, man. I have no idea.
I don't like this beer, by the way.
Just chug it. Okay.
I think I'm going to set it aside and crack open Melvin.
Oh.
Hey,
Melvin.
Hey, Melvin. What's up?
Not much, John. Drink me. Drink me now.
Ooh, it smells hoppy. It smells good.
It smells like farts. A canned fart.
Holy fuck, man.
This is strong.
Ooh. It's like drinking fucking hop juice.
Oh, man.
It's dry hop to fucking death.
Oh, my. I just gagged a little bit, guys. Jeez.
So this is the Melvin IPA. And it's a lot like my father. It's really hard to swallow.
oh, man. Shots fired.
Just kidding, Dad.
I can't.
I told my dad I would tell him what it's like.
I can't
it's not good,
hoppy
Dad.
beer.
This one is over the top. It's dry hop to hell. All right, back to the question. Who scored the longest touchdown?
My thing is Doug Baldwin. I'm taking off the board.
Doug Baldwin. Incorrect.
I know. I said I'm taking off the board, you dickhole.
Oh, shit.
I probably went Smallwood anyway, so
okay, well, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
It was Tyrell, yeah. Okay, so who said they woke up feeling dangerous before a 151.2 quarterback rating performance against Atlanta in Week 10? Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Cam Newton, or Baker Mayfield?
Oh, my God. I'm going to do so shitty on this.
I think I might have a chance at winning.
I told you I'm probably going to do 8.
I thought you were going to kill it.
I woke up feeling dangerous. Who would say that, though?
Like, that's exactly what I told myself.
Brady's probably quiet.
Yep, never say some shit like that.
Rodgers, maybe Rodgers. I'm going Rodgers.
Wrong. Baker Mayfield.
Ah, shite.
All right, 12th question. Which player became the only second in the NFL history to achieve 5,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns in a single season?
Holy shite.
Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan, Andrew Luck, Patrick Mahomes.
And did this happen this past season?
Yeah, this is all from 2018.
This Mahomes? That's something I think of.
Right,
yeah,
got it.
Because I'm like, I don't think anyone else really.
All right, which two teams became the first ever to both score 50 points in a game in their Week 11 shootout?
That is...
You should know this.
Is it Chiefs and Rams? It is Chiefs and Rams.
Yeah, it is, man.
I remember that. It was like, what, 50, 53?
It should have been the fucking Super Bowl is what it was.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. All right, in that game that ended 54-51, how many lead changes were there? I actually got this one right by luck.
Wow. I'm going lucky number 6.
You motherfucker. That's what it was.
Yes.
Good job. Good guess. All right, how long was Kenyon Drake's Miami Miracle touchdown in Week 14?
That was
I got
pretty
this
long.
one right. I got this one right too, by luck.
So I'm going. It was pretty long. I'm gonna go 64 yards.
Oh, let's just say if Gronk had a chance to answer this question, he'd get it right.
Because he missed that tackle.
Because he would have
I would have
69.
said 69. Damn it.
So I clicked the right answer for you, so we need to take one away.
One away.
All right, so which player scored the longest rushing touchdown this season, tying an NFL record with a 99-yard run in Week 14? You should know this one.
Is that Nick Chubb's?
You want Nick Chubb?
Oh, shit. I'm going Nick Chubb.
Wrong, bro. Derrick Henry,
okay,
man. 64-point week.
Well, I didn't care less because I got him off my team because that little dickhole freaking didn't do shit for me.
All right, which player led the NFL in rushing yards this season? I fucked this one up.
Rushing yards. Oh man, dude, this is stressing me out.
It's
This is
tough,
supposed to be
man.
a podcast and chill and relax, and I'm freaking shitting bricks right now. Who led the league in rushing yards? I'm going with McCaffrey. That's probably wrong.
Wrong. Zeke. I chose Barkley, and it was Zeke. All right. Who was the NFL's leader in receiving yards? Last question.
Oh,
I got this one right.
man.
If you think about what I said last week on the podcast, you'll get this right.
There's two guys. Is it Hopkins or Jones? Am I on the right track? One
Yep.
of those. One of those two, right?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm going Hopkins. Nope,
Wrong.
Jones. Oh,
it's Jones, man.
fuck,
Jones is the workhorse. Hopkins is a touchtown guy.
Okay, I got 9.
So you got 9.
Dude, I'm shit. I'm telling you.
So I beat you by. Actually, I beat you by 2 because you only got 8. Actually.
Okay, I told you I'm gonna get 8. What I tell you, I could see the future.
Oh shit! All right, but that's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool little quiz, right?
Yeah, waiting to bring my hopes down, Sean. You just ruined my night.
Now everybody's like, "Damn, Zach don't know shit."
Don't. So when I give you guys advice, do not trust my advice.
All right, so we're done with the quiz. I do want to touch on our next subject, which is I read an article on NFL.com, and it's actually earlier today, talking about NFL playoff droughts. The team is most likely to end their dry spell in 2019. So I figured that I was going to guess 5 of these teams, and there's like 8 of them I think they listed. I don't agree with almost all but one.
Okay.
So let's go through them, and we can we'll give each other's little take on them.
Let's start from the bottom of the list and work our way up to the top.
Agree. So number 8 overall, they're saying the Arizona Cardinals are likely to make the playoffs. What are your thoughts?
Nope.
Fuck no, man. You got a brand new coach. So if anybody knows anything about college football, you know that Cliff Kingsbury was playing for or coaching for his job last year. He was about to get fired.
At Texas Tech?
At Texas Tech. About to get fired. And he got the luckiest fucking break in the world and got promoted and then got the first overall draft pick. So they have a brand new head coach, brand new offensive coordinator, and I'm sure there's tons of other coaches they've replaced in this process. You're telling me David Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, who is likely on his last season, is going to be enough to drag these guys to the playoffs?
I don't think so.
Fuck no, man. I disagree with the pick completely. I think all these teams are on trending upward.
Yeah.
But like to say that they're going to end the playoff drought is ridiculous. All right, number 7, Tampa Bay.
That's on the fence for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like them a lot.
Why?
But
Why can they make the playoffs? Tell me why.
I don't know. They've always been decent, but it's hard to tell. I don't know.
I say no on this one as well. But I think they're trending upward.
They're trending up, yeah.
Biggest reason? What's this coach's name? I just fucking blanked. Fair warning, when you start drinking.
Is it the old coach? Is it
It's from Arizona. Arizona's old coach. Bruce Arians.
Oh, Bruce Arians, yeah.
So they have Bruce Arians, which I love Bruce Arians. So I think he's going to
But
do
didn't
some
he
good things.
retire, though, supposedly?
It was a mutual agreement.
I
It
hate
was
that.
bullshit. They wanted him out, and he left. So he's at Tampa Bay now. They just lost Jason Pierre-Paul. They lost Deshaun Jackson. They thought they were going to lose Gerald McCoy, but I think they ended up saving him. But you're looking at Jameis Winston, who was on the fucking last leg of his quarterback career in the pros. If he doesn't do something this year, he's done. Their running back, Ronald Jones, needs to just fucking man up and have a good season. Otherwise, he's going to lose his spot. But they are by no means ready for a fucking playoff visit. I don't understand why they would even put that team in here. These are teams that are trending upward. But to say they're about to end their playoff drought, I mean, this blew my mind, man. All right, number 6. This one pisses me off. Cincinnati.
Definitely not.
What the fuck, man? They've been in the playoffs. They were in the playoffs 2015. This team can barely win games. They have A.J. Green, Tyler Boyd, I know, but everybody's sucking Tyler Boyd's dick this year. Get over it, dude. He's a good wide receiver. He's not great. And A.J. Green's way better than he is. There's no chemistry on the offense. The defense just got rid of its best player, which honestly probably was his fucking worst problem in Vontaze Burfict.
Oh, he's the one that hurt Antonio Brown, right?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. He would stomp on him.
That's when Juju friggin' laid him out.
Yep, exactly. That's
and then
him.
people were talking crap when Antonio Brown was like talking shit to Juju. Like, dude, Juju like got fined for you. Like
He did, yep. And that's exactly, I didn't think about that.
Uh-huh.
But the Bengals, do you think the Bengals are going to make the playoffs?
Nope.
Straight up.
No.
What the? This one, I think that's probably the worst one. Number 4.
Redskins.
Or number 5, sorry. The Redskins.
Redskins.
Do you think the Redskins have a shot in fucking hell to make the playoffs?
Nah, probably not. Maybe in the next couple of years. Yeah,
First
definitely.
off, answer me this one question. Who's their quarterback?
Is it Case Keenum?
He's the splitting time backup.
It's either Keenum or
Dwayne Haskins. That's the point. If you can't answer that question before the season, you don't have no business saying they're going to be in the playoffs.
Okay, name their starting running back.
Exactly. Darius Geis got hurt early last year, and I'm excited to see the guy finally fucking play. But what the fuck, man?
And then I think they re-signed Peterson.
I think they got Peterson, and is it what's the dude from Florida State? Chris. What was the dude? The passing down catch.
He was on towards ACL.
Yeah. He was really good.
I can see his face right now. Thompson.
Chris Thompson. Yeah. I think they got all of them back, which is good, but it never really melded together. And you're expecting to put a new quarterback in and then just it all be hunky-dory?
Yeah, hunky-dory.
I hate saying that, but fuck. I don't see it. They are trending upwards for what's going on because they had a decent draft. But to say they're going to make the playoffs, fuck no. All right, number 4. This one, a little bit different.
It's a good possibility.
Exactly. The 49ers, San Francisco.
If Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't get hurt and all these rookies step up and do what they're supposed to do, I think they can make the playoffs.
I agree, man. I think they've made some brilliant moves from the GM making moves up there. He's done great. They got Nick Bosa, which I think is the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
They got Quan Alexander now from the Buccaneers, who was one of the best linebackers in the league. If they got Garoppolo, their wide receiver core is a little shaky.
They still have some talent though.
But Garoppolo's got that same kind of mindset he learned from Brady, where he can make shit happen with less than that or less than stellar wide receivers. So I think he'll be fine there. If it can all start to come together under Shanahan, I actually see this maybe happening.
Yeah, same here.
So, moving on to top 3. Number 3, New York Jets. Are they making the playoffs?
No.
Fuck no, they're not. You have a second-year QB, which is great. I love Darnold. I think he's the right pick there. But you've got Le'Veon Bell, he already skipped the optional practice.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
What the fuck, Le'Veon? You go to a new city, and the first thing you need to do is repair your image, and you're not going to go to an optional practice.
I don't know.
I mean, what's the mindset there, man? He acted like, oh, you guys just wait and see. They'll be thanking me, blah blah blah, when it comes time. Are you kidding me?
He better. He
put himself in a corner that he's got to.
He better nut up or shut up and better prove himself.
They are gonna fucking laugh him out of New York if he doesn't, man.
Now look at this. What wide receiver do they have?
Yeah, Robbie Anderson, who got in a fucking police chase last year.
And I had him, and the first week was good, and then after that, terrible.
Volatile. 20 points a week, 10 points, or 4 points the next week. They don't have enough to really bank on. The defense got a lot better. The draft was good to him.
But what I do I like Quincy Enunwa.
Yeah, out of Kansas State.
He's really good. I like him a lot. And I guess they just shined Jamison Crowder this year, so
yeah, they got Crowder.
And
they also got C.J. Mosley on defense from Baltimore. So I like their defense a lot, but I also like their defense under Todd Bowles, and Todd Bowles is gone if I remember right. There's too many question marks here to say that these guys are going to go. I think it's the offense that's going to hold them back.
So the last time they made playoffs, was that when Mark Sanchez was the quarterback?
Fucking Sanchez, 2010, baby.
Jeez, when Rex Ryan was there.
All right.
Well, I noticed about all these teams, they don't have their drought's not that long. It's like 3 years. Is that really?
It's not.
Is that a drought?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is that a drought?
It's really not. Because like 3 to 4 years, the number 1 team, that's a fucking drought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all dried up. All right, number 2, Denver Broncos. What do you think?
No, I can't see them going either. Their division's so tough. Why would they be so hard to make the playoffs?
Exactly. I completely agree with that. I think the Raiders might be better than the Broncos.
Yeah.
The Broncos, they're thinking Joe Flacco's going to come in and save all this stuff on offense. They have a lot more question marks on offense than they think. Who's their running back? Exactly.
Lindsey?
That took you too long.
Yeah.
They got Phillip Lindsay and don't make me do a shot because I can't remember this dude's name.
Oh, we should start doing that if we forget like players or.
Me and Zach made a deal. If we forget player's name because we've been drinking, if we have to Google the fucking name, we have to take a shot. And I'm not. It's fuck.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not gonna Google his name. I'm gonna remember it.
And then we'll come back to it. It's not a big deal.
But anyway, yeah, they drafted him. Royce Freeman.
There you go.
Royce Freeman, Phillip Lindsay, both rookies last year. That's who they got. Wide receiver, Emmanuel Sanders. And they've got a couple rookies underneath him. Yeah, he fucking tore his Achilles, dude. One of the worst injuries you can have.
Yeah.
And then you throw Joe Flacco, who's a veteran, but he's really on his way out, man. Why is this? The defense, don't get me wrong, the defense is going to fucking eat people for lunch.
You got Roby.
They've got everybody.
Miller.
Bradley Chubb. Dude, they are loaded on defense. They lost, the few guys they did have but on the secondary, but they are rebuilding there. It is all about the offense, and I don't see it getting much better under Joe Flacco than it did under Keenum last year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so number one, you can probably guess the biggest drought of all, 16 years since they've made the playoffs, and I think this will definitely be the last year of the drought.
Yeah.
This is the Cleveland Browns. I think they make the playoffs this year. They've got too much talent on the offensive side of the ball.
Even the defensive side too. They have tons of guys. They don't really have a weak spot on their team.
No, I agree. Both the defense can get a lot better, but from where their starting point is, like there's no reason they shouldn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I mean the article overall, I mean I like it. It's well written and it's very trending teams that are trending upward. But there's really only two teams out of there I see actually making the playoffs.
So my teams are the Browns and the 49ers. That's what you have too? Are those your two teams?
Browns, 49ers, and maybe who was the other one?
Redskins?
I don't know.
I'd say just Browns and 49ers.
That's the big ones,
two
yeah.
teams.
That's the big ones.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep moving. All right, so after the playoff drought, let's talk a little bit about tight ends. Zach did some tight end work for us. He's gonna let us know his way too early top 5 tight end class. So break him down.
Yeah.
Zach.
So last week we did what? We did top quarterbacks, top wide receivers. This week we are doing top tight ends, top QBs, and then in the following weeks we'll each do pick a position and just go off of that. So my top 5 tight ends will be the top 3. Sean, would you say top 3? I would say so.
What is it?
Top 3 tight ends. That's probably be the top 3. Like after top 3, it'd probably.
Yeah.
You want.
Yeah, it's kind of like the talent drop off is huge after the third, so it's kind of digging, and I bet that'll change. But I think your top 3 are absolutely 100%.
Yeah. So number 1, I got Travis Kelce. Number 2, I got Zach Ertz. Number 3, I have George Kittle, but he could drop in the ranking just because Garoppolo is not known for throwing to tight ends.
He's not. He didn't throw to him much.
Because he was hurt last year, you had the second, third string quarterbacks throwing dimes. Get it? Throwing dimes.
Daniel Jones.
But they're throwing. Kittle got all the receptions, but because he broke the most receptions, he broke a record right last year.
He almost did. He had that game set up to where he needed like 2 yards or some shit like that, like 5 yards, and he had the rest of it done in the first quarter. Didn't catch a pass the rest of the game.
Yeah. So.
And Shanahan, they had him on camera, and he was like, "I'm so sorry, man. I didn't know it was that close." He felt horrible.
So yeah, and then after Kittle, I bumped up Evan Ingram to number 4,
which I agree with
because.
Who else is there?
They have Sterling Shepard, and he's a really good weapon to have.
So somebody else that we have kind of overlooked in New York, Golden Tate. He got signed.
Oh, I forgot. You're right. Yeah.
Golden Tate is on the Giants. So, but he's the same as Sterling Shepard. He's a fucking slot receiver. So you've got these two guys. Sterling can play on the outside, but he doesn't have the body to do that.
Yeah.
So.
And then number 5, I have Jared Cook. He had a really good season last year, but he's good. Up and down. He's just, I don't know.
I don't see him being in the top 5 even a week before the season starts.
For right now, I see him as top 5, but it could all change.
Absolutely.
And then a person to watch out for, though, if Kyle Rudolph does get traded to the Patriots, I see him being the number 5 guy.
Absolutely, at least. I agree with that. And
so that's my top tight end. So Sean, can you go over your top QBs?
So top 5 QBs, guys, and it's pretty simple. I went over a lot of lists, checked out, and kind of checked what they had. Excuse me. My top 5 mostly is about, can you run a team? Do you have the weapons there to be able to get the stats? And can you make it happen consistently? And I think anybody would laugh at me if I didn't have Patrick Mahomes as number one. Now, I think Patrick's going to have a pretty good dip, especially at the first of the season, because they don't have that same weapons like Tyreek Hill. He's not going to be playing. They got Sammy, which is good, but Sammy can't stay healthy. But I still think he's going to do enough to remain a number one. Number two for me, a lot of people will disagree with, but I think Andrew Luck. I think Andrew Luck and Patrick Mahomes are the new super studs of the NFL. And they're going to be running it for the foreseeable future. Andrew Luck has a lot of weapons at the Colts. The Colts' offensive line was greatly improved the last couple seasons. Their defense with Darius Leonard, fucking amazing last year. Dude, it's going to be sick. I think Andrew Luck is going to really turn the corner this year. Number three, I'm kind of on the fence about, but this guy's talent is at the peak, man. This guy can do so much. Deshaun Watson, he's got the weapons. He's got a great team. His defense is one of the best in the league. They're going to keep that balance for him. If he can overcome and get a good game plan with these guys and get that chemistry, because his biggest problem is that his guys keep getting hurt. Everybody except DeAndre Hopkins has been hurt and missed time. Kiki Kuti, Will Fuller,
always running back,
nameless tight end, insert name here. It's just too much to guess. If they can keep him healthy, get a good, strong game plan, let this dude take his experience into his third season, he will fucking be the third best quarterback overall. Number four, you got to go with experience on this one, Aaron Rodgers.
But baby, before Sean, can you please put Aaron Rodgers at number one, please? Please.
Sorry, no.
Please.
I think we're going to see Aaron do well, doing better than the last few seasons. I think we do. But I just don't know what's going on. The head coach is new. You're looking. He's lost a few weapons here and there. Do they still have Jimmy Graham?
Yeah, they do have Jimmy Graham.
He's just so damn quiet. Nobody knows.
He's had like one good season with us. After the Saints, it's been nothing.
With Devontae Adams and the Valdez-Scantling and Geronimo Allison, he's got the weapons there. He knows how to utilize them and turn them into really good possession receivers and big-time receivers. He's just got to do it. And I think moving the coach out of the way will kind of let him step forward and take control of that a little bit better. But they also got to take control of that backfield. So I know Aaron Jones is going to be the guy. Jamal Williams is a great passing down back.
Jamal, right from our hometown, Fontana, California.
So
boy.
He is from Fontana.
I went to school with him. I had
nice.
classes my senior year with him.
That's fucking awesome. I knew Zach knew him. I just didn't know exactly
how.
And
then I have him, and then Dante Dion. He plays for the Giants.
Oh, nice,
man. Cornerback. So it's pretty cool seeing these kids who I went to school with are in the pros. So
that's pretty cool. But I got to leave Aaron Rodgers at number 4 for now.
Yeah.
Number 5, rounding it out, I think just for the weapons he's had and the system that they've been in and the talent he's had, obviously, in his career, Drew Brees. I think he'll be number 5. A lot of people expect a big drop-off from him.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think the passing game and the running game, passing to the running backs, is still there with Alvin Kamara. And then now they've got Latavius Murray, who's similar to Ingram. He's not. Yeah. Ingram's more of a bowling ball.
He's a little bigger guy, third down back.
So it'll change the dynamic a bit, but I think Drew's not going to have any problems passing. Traquan's going to step into his own this season. I like Traquan.
Michael Thomas be Michael Thomas.
Oh, fucking Michael Thomas is the
then
man.
Ted Ginn is going to be the big deep ball.
I love who doesn't love watching Ted Ginn catch a deep pass, dude.
But what's crazy is this. Back then when Breeze had Jimmy Graham, dude, they were unstoppable back then.
Yep. All right, that's my top 5, and a lot of people will get pissed off because this guy's not in it, but he's my one to watch. That's Baker Mayfield. I think Baker. It depends a lot upon how these guys perform. OBJ coming in with Jarvis Landry, but he's got the most to lose and the most to gain because I think he's got the most talented. But like I said on the last podcast, if things don't go well, they're going to go after Baker. They're not going to go after OBJ. They're not going to go after Jarvis. They're going to go after Baker. So I think he's in a very pivotal position. He's got to come out strong from the get-go. I think he will, and I think he'll earn his way into the top 5. I can see him taking over Drew Brees really easily because of the talent he's got. But at this point, it's not solid yet. So we got to figure that out. What do you think, man? Do you like Baker?
I do like Baker a lot. He's proven himself to be a elite quarterback.
He did really good last year, man. He looked good. So, all right, let's get to it. Let's keep moving on. we're about to wrap up here, boys.
Yeah, was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
look what's next, man.
It's time for bold and boozy predictions.
All right, guys. So we're time for our bold and boozy predictions. I'm going to kick this one off. I've got 3 for you guys that I've been thinking about all week. So our bold and boozy predictions are basically a chance for us to get a little liquored up and throw some shit out there and kind of take a chance on what we think we're going to see this season. I guarantee about 75% of these bold and boozies are probably going to miss, but they're coming from a place where we've actually done some work, and it's a very big possibility this stuff happens. So my first overall bold and boozy prediction for 2019, Josh Gordon retires.
You think so?
I think he retires.
No.
Let me explain why.
Don't say that. No.
Okay, so New England goes after in their first draft pick, 32nd pick overall. Who'd they draft? N'Keal Harry. Possession receiver, built just like Josh Gordon. Very, very similar attributes. I think they replaced him with that pick. Does he live up to it? I think he might. He has a good opportunity to, but he might not. Even if he doesn't, I think Josh Gordon's going to finally realize that his last shot was with the Patriots, and with or without him, they're moving on. And I think he's going to hang it up this season. I don't think he's going to relapse or have any major issues. I think he's going to realize that he's not strong enough mentally to play this game.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real problem. And I think he
didn't
retires.
relapse this recently. It's mentally. He's just not
it's mental.
there.
It's not drugs anymore. It's Josh Gordon understanding that he's a real athlete and he's got to be at peak position, peak performance all the time. And I think he's finally going to say, okay, I can't handle this mentally, and I think he's going to hang it up.
We'll see what happens.
You know, it could go either way. All right, my second bold and boozy prediction. This one's out there, man. I'll be honest. I think the Tennessee Titans are going to be really good.
You think so?
I think so. I think Matt Vrabel, I love what he's done. But if you look at the Tennessee Titans, what season was it? I think it was 2016 was their biggest season. They were averaging 23 points a game. That's when Mariota took over the offense and really impressed a lot of people. So I think you're going to come back and see that this year. They got a new offensive coordinator. He was their tight ends coach. Okay, so he's earned it. The Vrabel was like, look, this dude deserves it more than anybody else, plain and simple. So he's there all the time, scheming with them. If you look at the last 9 games they played last year, they only lost 2. The last 9 games
they went 7-2 their last 9.
Yeah.
So
That's impressive, man.
They almost made a playoff run, right?
That's impressive, yeah. And the 2 teams they lost to, Texans and the Colts. They're good teams, right? I think they have a lot of head of steam running into the offseason. They're letting their rookies like Corey Davis mature and get used to it. It is all depending on Marcus Mariota. If Mariota shows up this half-assed quarterback like we've seen the last 2 seasons, a lot of it's due to injury, they're in trouble. But if he comes in with his head on straight, it's going to be good, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be good. The next bold and boozy is probably going to piss a lot of people off because I felt this way for a long time about this guy, and I was shocked that it happened last season like it did. But I think Lamar Jackson is going to get benched when he's starting for the Ravens, and they're going to trade for a QB.
You think they're going to trade Lamar?
Not Lamar specifically, but I think they're going to trade for a QB.
Get a QB?
Yeah. So when I look at it, I see Lamar Jackson getting through about 4 to 5 games, and I see him costing them games with his arm. Because once they figure out his running schemes, which everybody knows he's going to run most of the time, once they figure it out and shut him down, he is not going to be able to respond with his arm. I think the coaching staff and the GM gets frustrated, and I think they will reach out and they will try to get Case Keenum or Ryan Fitzpatrick in a trade.
Think so?
I think by the end of the season, Lamar Jackson will be riding the bench because their other quarterback is Robert Griffin, who has been proven he's not a leader, he's not a starting quarterback. I think by the 75% of the way through the season, you're going to see Lamar Jackson on the bench. And you're going to see the Ravens make a big move to get somebody back. Now, in this big move, I can see them going after somebody younger because the reason they traded Joe Flacco away in the first place is because they thought they had something in Lamar Jackson. They're not going to trade for some guy that's on the tail end. So Keenum would be okay, but they might go after somebody's backup. But either way, I don't think Lamar Jackson makes it through this season as a QB. I would be shocked. That's my bold and boozy. Okay. That's my 3. What you got for us?
So, it's not a big one, but I think it could happen. Saints will go make the Super Bowl again, and they will win a Super Bowl this year.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. They're a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah. I think Drew Brees is hungry. He wants to win it.
How do you think the fans take that after the pass interference, lack of, or whatever fucked up call?
Pissed.
Fuck yeah, they're pissed.
I don't know if you listen to you know Theo Von, right? A comedian.
Yeah, listen to
he's
Theo.
still livid about it because they got screwed over. Like it's blatant. Like
I agree, but get over it.
I know, but it's still it just.
What else? Is that the only one?
I have that one. I have Michael Crabtree.
Oh, okay. Where's he at? First off,
He's a free agent.
Okay.
He will sign with Green Bay Packers.
Really?
Yeah.
To be totally honest,
they need a good red zone.
He is a possession receiver like none other, and that's what they need.
Yeah.
They've got all the deep threats.
Uh-huh.
That would be kind of scary.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Crabtree, and he needs he'll have an elite quarterback again. Get some good because he's never had a good quarterback.
He really hasn't.
What, Derek Carr? Who do you have on the 49ers? Nobody?
No, it was like C.J. Beathard and shit like that, I think.
No, that was way before that. He had like nobody.
Oh, yeah. When did he play on the 49ers?
Like
he played
a couple years ago, like 6-8 years ago.
Who's the fucking QB?
I have no idea, but it's just he'll finally have a good quarterback he needs.
I like that one. I would like to see him on the Packers. I hope he actually just gets signed in general. I like Crabtree. I think he's got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
All right. You got any more?
My last one I have is that Fitzmagic will have a amazing season this year.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you think Josh Rosen even sees the field?
I don't think so. I think Fitzpatrick will keep it rolling this year.
Okay. I disagree with you there.
But I think it's good for Rosen because you get to sit back, relax, watch the game, learn more stuff. Don't get rushed into nothing. Just learn. That's all it is.
That's very true. It could be very good for him, but I really expect to see Rosen this year.
I think so.
I think so. I think
Fitzmagic, baby.
But I mean, what they paid for him, they really don't have to force him like Arizona did.
Yeah.
They can be like, hey, if it happens, it happens. Let's do it organically. All right, guys. Well, that's through most of our talking points, and I'm pretty buzzed, man. This beer's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but I'm hungry.
I hear you, man. All right, guys. We appreciate you hanging out with us today. Let's go back over some of our social media. So we did start a Facebook group, Bye Weeks and Booze. Search for it. Add us on there. Tell us what you like. Leave us a comment. Let us know what's going on. If you hate this or you love this, let us know. We'll change it.
You love me, you hate me, you love Sean, hate Sean.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, get fucking Sean off there. He sucks, man.
Yeah.
We might not do that, but we'll listen to a lot of shit you say.
Please be kind.
It's the internet, man. You ain't fucking be kind. The other thing is, guys, is a lot of these podcasts that I listen to or radio shows do listener leagues. And something Zach and I have discussed is that if we can get a big enough following, we thought about doing a listener league because I fucking love it. First off, you get the people that enjoy listening to your podcast actually get to come in and play a league with you. And that would give us the chance to kind of reference that league more so than these private leagues you guys have really no entrance or way of looking into. So go to our Facebook, go to our Twitter, go check them out and let us know what you think. If you want a listener league, tell us on there. We've got a few months, obviously. We're going to try to keep building up this podcast and building the popularity so we can get more people listening. But if that is something that was that you guys want to happen, we'll definitely make it happen. I think it would be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah,
and
man.
We could kind of get you guys in this podcast, maybe call some of you guys. It'd be fun.
Yeah, like the winner gets to come on the podcast for like 2 weeks in a row or some shit like that.
We'll figure something out, but I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. So, let us know about the listener league, guys. Go on our Facebook, go on the Twitter, check us out, and keep up to date with this. The next thing I want to talk about, this is one of my favorite fucking things. I'm so pumped about this.
I just see bad news written all over it.
So we've been coming up with ideas, for the podcast. Let's do this. Every good fucking fantasy football podcast has a draft episode. And if we're doing booze and bye weeks, we are doing it big, motherfucker. So we are planning what we are calling a sloppy draft.
Oh,
and
man.
it is going to be a mock draft online that Zach and myself do. And we're going to do it live on the podcast. And we are going to put it in the style of a power hour. So if you've ever been, to college, or if you've had a power hour is where you sit down with a musical playlist and each song plays for a minute. And when the song ends after that minute, everybody playing the game does a shot of beer or a swig of beer. And the point of it is once you're listening to music, you drink this beer like crazy. You don't realize how much you're drinking until the hour goes by and you're fucking drunk. So what we're going to do is after every round, we're going to do a 10 league team or something like that.
Yeah,
Mock draft.
we'll do 10. I think that the less teams, the more we drink.
Well, no, the more teams, because we're going to do no, you're right. Less teams.
Well, the less teams to be quicker, the round to go
quicker. That's what I was shooting for, because each round we're going to chug a beer.
Chug a beer?
A beer has to be drank within that round.
Oh,
so if it's round one, before we get to round two, your beer's gotta go.
So we have enough time. We got to finish it within that round.
Exactly. And it's not going to be Melvins. We're not going to be drinking victories.
Let's do this, though. If you don't finish your beer, we got to keep a tally. You got to take a shot at the end of the end of the draft.
See, that's the idea.
It's like a
from you
punishment.
guys. Come up with some shit. Help us out. We're going to get this sloppy draft set up. And we might even invite somebody into it if somebody wants to get in with us.
Let's get our
friends.
brother Josh over here and get him in here.
Yeah, dude, that would be pretty fun. He would love that. I was texting him the other day, actually, and he was listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sloppy draft. Get excited for that shit. We're not sure when it's going to happen. Maybe within the next few weeks, but we want to make sure it's perfect and ready to go. But that's the epitome of shit we want to do on this. We want to have fun. Talk about football, get fucked up.
This is not a serious fantasy football podcast. We're just talking about what's going on, what we think is happening. We're not like getting paid to do this. We're just doing this because we're just fans and we love the sport.
We do this anyway. If this podcast didn't exist,
I'd come over to Sean's house on a Sunday, or when Sean lived at my house, like we just
get fucked up and
chill
talk sports, man. So let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't. Give us some ideas. Keep in touch with us, because we want to get you guys involved with the podcast as well. We want to make sure it's lighthearted. We have fun, and we do want to give you good advice.
Yeah,
we do know a little bit about what we're talking about, but we're not going to bore your ass with stats the whole time. We're going to make it fun, just like hopefully your season long leagues are. So yeah, looks like we got some beer cans to clean up, and
let's finish these beers.
Wrap this shit up. So guys, make sure you check out our Facebook. Go to Facebook and search Bye Weeks and Booze. Join our group. Like the page. Drop us a comment. Check us out on Twitter. And like I said, we're on 5 different podcast hosting websites. You got an Anchor, Breaker, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Soon to be on more. So we'd appreciate it if you let your friends know. If you have friends that like fantasy football, let them know, hey, this fucking podcast is not too bad. They like to cuss, they like to drink, and they like to talk football.
Yep.
I don't know a lot of people that don't like that.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you listened again, I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. We'll be back. We're going to try to have a new episode every weekend up for you, whether that's Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night.
Probably say Sunday nights.
Yeah, expect it. This is probably an earlier one for us.
Yeah, but we want to do it where we kind of have it come out when Sunday football is.
Exactly, right around when you're going to be watching the game. So thanks again for joining us, especially if you watched us or listened to us last week. We appreciate you. Keep coming back. Tell your friends. And thanks for listening to Bye Weeks and Booze. This is Sean.
This is Zach.
This is Bye Weeks and Booze.
Stay golden, Tony Boy.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.